Kia ara ake kia tō a matariki kua haere e tahi mahi. Kia ora koutou. I'm going to be reading my kōrero to you today. That's not my thing. I usually shoot from the hip and tell it like it is. But today I'm going to read my kōrero from the paper, so I hope you'll bear with me. Kia ora koutou. Across Aotearoa, whether by lantern festivals or stargazing hakari or hui or whānau, hapu and iwi are celebrating te iwa o Matariki, the rising of Puanga. This is the time when our pātaka kai are full, our kumara gathered and stored in specially prepared pits. The catches were bountiful, our sources of sustenance preserved to carry us through the winter months. And in this time we would gather together, keeping our whānau close, to reflect on those who came before us and the legacies they have left us to follow. And in this time we would gather together, keeping our whānau close, to reflect on those who came before us and the legacies they have left us to follow. I've now put my glasses on. Kia ora. It is our special time of the year to plan ahead the multiple stars of Matariki, recognising widely in the Pacific as an important astronomical sign to navigate the seas ahead. We seek solace in our collective strength, to learn about our whakapapa as a verb and a noun, to compose our waiata, share our stories, give respect to the whenua that gives us life, to cherish the basis for which we come together, mai rā no. And so it is that we have come together from all parts of the country to celebrate Wāhi Hāhe Rotua. We have rejoiced in the bringing together of such a sumptuous feast of speakers and showcase events. We have danced, we have laughed, we have sung, we have cried, and we have filled our puku for the year ahead. I want to firstly acknowledge in this time of Te Iwa o Matariki, the 9 stars of Te Taumata. My co-chair Taku Parae o Ngāti Toa Rangatira, Te Hawe Ruru, Harvey for Te Atiawa, for Ngaitahu Joe McLean, Hene Mō Kona of Ngāti Apa, ki te rā toa, Toa Waka of Ngāti Toa, Gina Te Kani Moses of Ngāti Quea, Rob McEwen for Ngāti Tama, Janice Te Theory of Ngāti of Whorangi ki Wairau, and I bring with me the blessing of Ngāti Rārua. I want to pay tribute to you all for your courage in steering us forward in this brave new path, in accepting under the spirit of kotahitanga the need to care for all those whānau who call Te Waipounamu home, and your commitment towards ensuring the whole motu is able to benefit from the aspirations of whānau ora. We are indeed stronger because of your belief in the power and potential of whānau. Your vision has been given through the direction and accountability platform laid out for us by our general partner, Limited Board, and I acknowledge our directors, new board chair, Trevor Taylor, Glenys Payne, Donovan Clark, Parikawhia McLean, who completed her term this year, and Lisa Tumahai. This hui being held here at Ngā Haue Whā has been a very special opportunity to celebrate and recognise the gift of leadership that resides in our own chairperson of Te Pūtahitanga o Te Waipounamu, Norm Jews. Te Waipounamu has been so well served by you, Norm. We give thanks to you and Linda, to your wonderful team at Te Runanga o ngā mātāwaka, to you all for providing such a strong platform for our commissioning agency to take its first step forward. Tai timu, tai pare e kore e mutu taku aroha mau. The humility and love that our Minister for Whānau Ora, Te Urero Flavel, demonstrated when he honoured Norm last night will be one of those lifetime moments we will cherish forever. It was indeed a privilege to have our Minister here with us at Te Puna o Waifetu, the meeting place of the rivers that converge together. Dry. And that is what this symposium has been all about. Our hui began with outstanding leadership of Tā Tipene and Hannah O'Regan. Their courage and their remarkable vision in sharing their whānau journey in the acquisition of Te Reo was a profound platform to open our hui. They showed in their beautiful duet of dreams and dialogue how important it is to deliberate and calculate in planning to achieve the goals we set for our whānau aspirations. Dr. Shelley Spiller motivated us all to be wayfinders, encouraging us to pause and reflect, to become your purpose, step into our rangatira space, and to be the bird that didn't read the book. We were inspired by the insights of the man who biked the entire landscape, Dr. Irirangi Heke. His intimate connection to the whenua, to our whakapapa, to stand solid as people of the mountain, to understand the gifts of our atua, to learn from the ebb and flow of the tides. Whether it be his made-up terminology, envirophysiology, to read the signs of the Paramataka, he made us think anew, and for that we are grateful. To the work of art that is called Tethered shocked many of us out of any sense of complacency, to a raw reminder of the lives that too many of our whānau are living through. The tragic sense of grief, of loss, of anger and trauma took us to the depth of the reason why so many of us here feel that passion to do more, to be more. Day 2 opened with a scene by our Puarahi, Helen. Kia ora, Helen. Helen Leahy, we acknowledge your leadership, Helen, and we see the fruits of your approach given life through your outstanding team around you. Last night you called them champions for the cause, and I do want to acknowledge their dedication to us all, not just through this hui, but through their negotiations with our agreements, their passion for our kaupapa, their discipline in reminding us when reports are due, their sacrifices are many, and we must never forget that in serving us, their own whānau are sharing their loved ones with us all. Ngā mihi aroha ki a koutou. Sarah Lill shared with us through the most personal story of loss how to remain focused on what is our authentic self, to give thanks for what we are here to do, to elevate ourselves above the noise, to be present. Our navigator workforce, led by Maere, Pare, Serena and Ariana, took to the podium to ground us in the possibilities of change, the expertise of Katarina Pipi, the energy and passion of all the navigators who helped our whānau to find their way, encourage many of us to appreciate how harrowing and yet how vital you are to achieving our aspirations. Ka mau te wehi. after it dries. Sorry. A young man on a mission came into our lives, Marcus Akuhata Brown. We all felt uplifted and energised by the gifts of his talent. He took us with him on his own journey to make a difference. We will remember the $400 watch for changing one boy's life, but also reminding us to seek out the potential in those who come into our lives to be purposeful and deliberate in living your dream. It was wonderful to have Dr. Lorraine Eade, the chair of our independent assessment panel, here to announce the 31 new entities and initiatives that Te Pūtahitanga o Te Waipounamu has invested in to start 1 July 2017. I want to thank you, our ever-inspirational Dame Tariana Turia, and our diligent advocate Malcolm Morrison for keeping your eyes focused on whānau while at the same time upholding the mana, integrity and the accountability of investment process. I want to particularly acknowledge all our showcase presenters who talked of the challenges and the barriers, the cost of having a dream, the burning call to make a difference. It is often said that without a vision, the people will perish. All of our whānau entities show us that they are architects of a new future, designers of a world in which they live their lives according to their vision and purpose. Rather than the expectations others may have of them. Thank you for keeping it real, but at the same time feeding our soul with your success. One woman who has lived her life driven by vision is Sasha McMeekin. The empires of the future will be the empires of the mind. And our opening speaker on this final day ensured our symposium would end on a high. High expectations, high energy, highest ambitions that we can achieve for those who deserve it most, our whānau. Our symposium ended with the voices of those who will take us into the future. We are indebted to the courage and valor of one of our new leaders, Tupua Ulich. Thank you for bringing the voices of our tamariki mokopuna to the fore. In our traditional ori, we have all the guidance available to remind us of the deals we can live up to and how we raise our children. All of the evidence encourages us to see children as a treasure. Pene pene te kura. Tupua, your kōrero with us today brings us back to our beginnings. Thank you for your intelligence, your insights, your intimacy, your integrity. The last word went out to our Rangatahi Forum, and what a sensational last word it was. That is how it should be, that our symposia wahia, hahia, rotua, would leave us with no question as to its intent, to clear the pathway, to find the light, to invest in the magic that will take us forward into the years ahead. And so it is in the spirit of, as the chair of Te Taumata, that I would put forward our wish for the next hui to come home in the lands of Te Tau Ihu, to share the love of the sympathy of the symposium. In closing, I return to Iwa o Matariki and ask us to hold strong to the essence of He Wai Te Rangi, the star which has a connection to our aspirations and dreams for the years ahead. Our Pauarahi asked us yesterday to leave this hui with one small step to make a difference for our whānau. What is it that collectively we can do? What is it that collectively we can do so that future generations may enjoy the same quality of life we cherish? Keep the kōrero flowing, share your ideas with us, ask the hard questions challenging us, as the minister told us last night, we are in this together. Wahia, hahia, rotua. There are two people I want to particularly thank who have helped to navigate us through this 3 days. Our stunning MCs, Sister Waitoa and Laniera Dallas. A kia ora kōrua. You have made us laugh, got us singing and dancing, kept us slightly to time, followed the mood of the hui, and kept us all in great spirits. Thank you so much for your dedication to us, and I would like us to acknowledge these two in our customary way. Again, kia ora. So we exist today because of our kuia, karawa, paua, tawa, both past and present, who have gifted us with their dreams and aspirations as our own whānau plan. As you all return home to our tamariki and mokopuna, let us stay connected to the horizons of hope that will forever define whānau ora. Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou katoa. Kia ora koutou.